Hey everyone! Happy Thursday! Let's get ready for school. Okay, so like I said, happy Thursday. I hope you guys had a great Wednesday. And yeah. Today is the first day of midterms week. But I don't have any midterms, so we're chilling. So we only have 2 classes a day during midterms and finals. So that means like I only have 2 classes today, and then I have the other 2 tomorrow. So yeah, right now I'm chilling. So I also get out of school a lot earlier, which will be really nice, which means I don't have to do a full face of makeup. Am I doing a full face of makeup still though? Yes, because I'm already here, so I might as well. But I was gonna tell you guys something and I forgot. Oh, okay, so I don't really have much to talk about for school, so I'm gonna go straight into what I was talking about yesterday, and then into the topic I'm gonna talk about today, because it is a little bit later. So I'm gonna try and speed this get ready with me up a little bit, and worst comes to worst, I'll just talk about the rest of the stuff tomorrow. So I was telling you guys yesterday that songs that have the concept or the word home in them always make me emotional. And then I was gonna give you guys examples, but I ran out of time. So I'm gonna give you guys those examples today. So, there's a lot of songs that have, like, the concept of home. Like, one of them, for example, is, Home by Philip Phillips. I think that was one of the first songs I heard that had home in it. It might be a close second between these two, because I actually don't know. I think that's right. I think the other one I'm about to tell you came after, and I don't know if this guy was on American Idol or what, but I know Philip Phillips was, because my grandma and I used to watch American Idol together when I was younger, and we voted for Philip Phillips, and I really love his music, and obviously he won, so, but, there's another song, also called Home, and I can't recall if this guy was on American Idol or not, so I'm gonna look it up later, but the song is from a band called Daughtry. I know I just butchered that, but it's because it's the guy's last name, so it's Daughtry. I know I butchered that really badly, so don't come for me. But like, that was the other one, and that one's also a really good song too. Again, these are both like more like slow tempo songs, so I don't expect anyone who like doesn't like that kind of thing to like the song. But I don't know. But those like always get me. Like they always make me emotional. But I love them. So I love feelings. I love getting into the feels. I love when music does that, honestly. It doesn't sound like I would, or it doesn't sound like you would, but I honestly love it. So, that's why I think Dandelion by Drake Bell was one of the songs that like hit me really hard, because I love songs with the concept of home. I don't know, they make me emotional, and I like feeling. I don't know, I like when music makes me feel, because sometimes if I'm feeling, I'm thinking as well, and I like music that makes you think, because it's better than just the, like, I don't know, like the mainstream kind of like music that's just like there to entertain you. Like there's some music that's just very clearly meaningless, and I'm not a fan of that kind of music. I mean, yeah, they might have, like, cool beats and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like, I want music to make me feel something. And I don't want it to entertain me. Like, and I don't want it to be, like, that kind of feel something, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, that's good and all that, but it's just, like, I don't know, it feels superficial. Like, that kind of, and obviously there's dance music and stuff like that. And that's different, like, but like, obviously, the music you would hear at, like, a homecoming dance or, like, a prom is a lot different than the music that you listen to on a daily basis. And that's okay. But also, it's just, like, on a daily basis, I wouldn't want to hear a lot of the songs, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, a huge, like, rap person, I think is what I'm trying to say. And I know that rap can have feeling in it, but, like, not all of it does. And I'm not a super huge fan of just, like, no feeling nonsense songs all the time. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to not make sense anymore. So I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead, and we're not gonna talk about this anymore. We're gonna change topics. Because I think I'm starting to not make sense about the music thing. I'm just saying, like, I like music that makes me feel. And not always just entertain me all the time. Hopefully that makes more sense. I don't know. And again, there's a qualifier, because I'm saying, like, not all the time. Like, of course I love music that entertains me. I'm not just, like, sad feeling music all day, every day. But there's gotta be a balance, I think is what I'm trying to say. Some people don't have that balance. Some people are just, like, one genre of just, like, whatever their music taste is. I can't do that. I have to bounce around. I have to have balance in my music taste. So, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe that makes more sense. Okay, and now to move on to the other thing I was going to talk about. Hold on. Okay, sorry, and now to move on to the other thing I was going to talk about. So, I wasn't going to talk about this. I thought I was done with, like, my quiet on set, like, conversations. But, at least for now. But, something came up in an interview, and I realized I never talked about this, and I kind of want to, so we're going to talk about it today. So, I don't remember the exact question, and I might be thinking of the wrong podcast, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm pretty sure it was the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast. But if someone has a differing opinion, let me know. Where there was the question that was asked, kind of, I don't really recall what the actual question was, but I know what, like, the answer led to. So I don't know what the question led to, like, answer-wise. So I don't exactly know what the actual question was. So, for the record, but it raised a lot of questions about, Josh Peck. So basically, I think the gist of the answer was that I think the gist of the question was that the woman who was interviewing Drake was asking him to describe, like, his relationship with Josh. And so, like, I think, like, Drake Bell was asked to describe his relationship with Josh Peck. I think. I don't know why the lighting looks like this, so excuse my weird lighting. So that, I'm pretty sure that was the premise of the question or something like that. Even if that wasn't the premise of the question, it's where the answer ended up going, so I don't really know what the actual question was. But I guess that was the premise. I don't know. But anyway, the reason why I say that is because something that Drake Bell mentions in this particular part of the question or part of the interview is that Josh knew what was going on. That's how he says it. And so a lot of people, upon hearing that, got really mad at Josh. And rightfully so. Because if you've been keeping up with a lot of the Drake and Josh drama, which I did make a video on, I don't know if I would recommend watching it. Go watch it anyway. It's fun. I love my ranting videos. I love these things. So, go watch it. It's fun. If you were to just, look back at a lot of the drama, some of it doesn't look right without any quiet on set context. Then you look back on it with a quiet on set lens, and you're like, wait a second. Especially if you just hear the words, he knew what was going on. There's no other context, no other words outside of that. It's just, he knew what was going on. I think he goes on to kind of describe the relationship that he had with Josh or whatever, or something. And so, something like that. But, and that's why he said that, he would know what was going on. And so a lot of people, rightfully so, got mad at Josh Peck. Because he was treating him, not good. not a good friend if they were friends, which is another thing. He was claiming that they were never friends, and it's like, well, why would you do that? Like, that's just like, it's a jerky move to make either way, but then having, like, context of, like, things like, this person, like, loved you and loved the show you guys were on together because it was his escape, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I get that. I get why people would be very angry upon hearing, like, that. But we don't know if that's actually what he meant. Because it feels very odd for that to be what he meant. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up again is because the same words came up in another little interview that Drake Bell did yesterday. Well, actually, I don't know when it was done. I just know it came out yesterday. It was like it was a soundbite interview. It was like 2 minutes, but he used the same words again, where he said Josh knew what was going on. Josh knew my story, or something like that. So, again, to use those same words, and those words hold a certain connotation. When I hear those words, I think that means that Josh knew that Drake was abused. That's what I think when I hear those words. And I don't want to say I find that hard to believe. I'm just saying I don't know what to believe. I'll just say that. But I do find it hard to believe for many different reasons. And that's why I don't think that that's actually what is meant to be said, but it's how it's coming across. But I could be completely wrong. He could have known, but it's just like that. It doesn't. I'm trying to give Josh Peck the benefit of the doubt here, even though kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt is still kind of not really. It doesn't sound good. Giving him the benefit of the doubt doesn't sound good in the sense where it's like, if you knew why I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, it wouldn't sound right. And it's because, like, I think teenagers still have a pretty egocentrical, like, worldview in the sense where it's like, I don't know if that's the actual word I'm looking for. I might be doing the wrong ego thing. But children have that worldview, and I don't think that teenagers really ever fully grow out of it either until you actually have to realize that the world doesn't revolve around you, and other people can have other perspectives, and that's a perfectly fine thing. No one has to share the same perspective of you. It's not all about you. And the reason why I say that teenagers still kind of have that is I don't really see a lot of teenagers living outside their bubble and finding, like, noticing that something's wrong with someone else that's outside of their own bubble. And that's why I think I'm giving Josh the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know, because I can't picture someone who's already going through his own issues noticing issues of some other kid. Also, I don't think the kids know enough to know. The only thing I can think of is maybe you would notice that something might be off or wrong, but you wouldn't actually know what was going on. Because one, I think that's beyond what a person can realize, or what a kid can realize in another kid. And then two, I don't think they would know exactly what the thing was anyway. Even if they did realize that something was off, they wouldn't know what the thing was unless told, if that makes sense. Okay, so I don't know if that made any sense, but that's kind of why I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, is because I don't think, and I'm going to give an odd example. If I were to look at my school right now, I'm going to school right now. After I make this video, I'm going to make coffee, get my bag ready, and go to school. If I were to look at my school and look at some of the things that's going on in my school right now, and some of the people I go to school with, I kid you not, none of them would be able to notice that something was wrong. I could look at any one of those kids, and I highly doubt that any one of them would be able to understand or comprehend that something was wrong. And that's not meant to be a diss on the kids that I, like, go to school with. It's just being honest. It's just telling the truth. If something was wrong, like, if we were to throw a baby little version of Drake Bell in our school, nobody would know what was going on. I think the only one who might know, maybe, possibly, is maybe me or one of my friends, because I think we kind of are outside of our bubbles. But there are a lot of, like, you know, kids in my class that are not outside their bubbles. And when I say bubbles, I just mean, like, their problems, their world, like, and you have to be able to step out of that to notice if someone else is struggling. You have to be able to notice things. You have to kind of be a good observer to notice if someone's struggling. Teachers know what to look for, so teachers might notice, but, kids don't. Kids don't know what to look for. You wouldn't see someone struggling and think that they were, like, struggling with something specific, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if kids know. Like, because then again, I've never been put in that situation, so maybe kids would know if it was really thrown in their face, or, like, if it was presented. But, like, I don't know. Like, I've never been put in that position, thank God, because that would be really sad. And, it would just, I don't know, it would just kill me inside to know that was happening to someone I knew. But, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if kids would really notice. Or to know what to look for, kind of. Like, you could maybe notice something was wrong, but not be able to put a name to it or put a what to it. And maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm just trying to say that, like, kids would notice something, but wouldn't be able to put a name to it. And that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, especially in the industry that, like, Drake and Josh were in. Like, I just don't foresee that being the case. Could I be wrong? I could be very wrong. But, like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, and so that's why I think I'm going with that kind of belief. Because if I don't go with that kind of belief, then I have to go with the belief that he knew something was wrong and still decided to treat Drake the way that he did. And I'm not so sure I want to believe that for multiple reasons, because I don't want to think that someone would be so callous and so low. But I know there's people out there like that, so I know, like, it exists. I just don't want to believe that this guy would be that callous. But I don't know, because that is a low blow. That is below the belt if you know someone's story, know something that they went through, and still decide to treat them like a secondhand citizen. There's no way to go around that. So, I don't want to believe that, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think that's all I have to say is I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's the truth, or some of the truth, or we're bending the truth. Not bending it, but it's more because the wording that Drake Bell uses is just very odd. And it's not odd in the sense, it's odd that it's like, if it means what it means, you're painting Josh Peck as a big jerk. And I don't know. And do I want to think that Josh Peck is a big jerk? There's a part of me, a selfish part of me, that would like that. But then I, like, look at it and I'm like, well, I don't want to initially think of that. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe he had his reasons, but I can't justify him if that particular truth is truth. If that particular statement is the truth. I can't defend him. Like, I can't be like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt anymore, because now it's kind of been revealed that, like, you knew something. And even if you knew some, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like he could have done anything because he was a kid himself. But how he treated Drake in the future, if he knew the story, just kind of feels iffy. We'll talk more about this tomorrow because I'm running low on time. First setting spray. Second setting spray. Okay, I'm going to do my lashes and my lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is the final product, and I forgot to say, today makes 16 days till Nonstop Flight, and I'm super excited. I hope you guys have a great day, have a blessed day. Jesus loves you, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.